Hey guys, before I get started about my settings to get ready in here, I'm gonna ask you guys to join my Twitch, join my Discord server, and please like and subscribe. It actually will help me tremendously. If you want me to continue making content and streaming, that's how you tell me to do so. So I had someone comment yesterday asking for like Valorant settings. So and keybinds, that was the other thing. Keybinds and settings. Crosshair, I'm not gonna really talk about too much. This is just the one that I've been using recently. But for settings, I'll show you guys some of my basic settings. I actually just added this agent profile thing, which I have not touched yet. So I'm just gonna talk about the main settings because, like, I don't think some are super important. But so main abilities: C, mouse, thumb. I think this is the only one that's different. I think C and E are the same. I think this is defaulted to like something else, but I can't remember. So yeah, it's C. Mouse button 4 is what this actually is, and then E and X. So you can see my keybinds in the bottom there for what it corresponds to each ability. So this is what it looks like on Jett, but I don't really know how to show you guys this. Just like, C for smoke, mouse button 4 for updraft, E for dash, and X for ult. And everything else is standard, I believe. There's nothing really crazy here, so I'm just gonna go to the next. One thing that is different here that I think is off default. I'm not sure if toggle is the same for both, but I'm pretty sure toggle is default for sniper. So that's definitely something that if you play Jett or if you opt, this is something you probably want to consider like trying out at least, just getting a feel for it. It's just better. Then also you want to have a bind for toggle zoom level. You don't have to use you don't have to double scope every time you use a sniper, but well every time you use an op, I guess, or chamber ult. But you need to have this bound just because it's useful for like longer distances. These two are obviously same. This is the same. I think everything else is the same. I think Q might actually be an ability. So yeah, I have Q set to like swap to my last weapon just because I come from CS and it feels like pretty much the same if I do that. I also have inspect on the second mouse button because I think it's defaulted to like Y, which is really weird. And use object, plant spike. I think these are all defaults. Use object might be different actually. But yeah. For comms, there's not much. I use V to press for voice because that's what I did in Counter-Strike. Hold delay. I don't know what this is actually. This is how I ping a Z. So it's like right next to all my other buttons. You want to bound this as well. This is really important. You don't want to ping like always because it's kind of annoying. But if you ping important things with Z, or if you just open the map, I don't think there's a map. You can just ping like this, or with Z. And Z is right next to my ult button. So I mean, you basically just want to ping important things. And yeah, so one other thing I have bound is this for mouse button. So I use this to like say basic things. Like I don't know, sometimes I just like to use this. You can also use it to like
Good work.
you can also use this to like I think there's like a different bind. There's like a bunch of them. Yeah, there's like tactics, combat, radio, period. Actually, yeah, you can see all 4 of these different things here. You can do this if you wanna. If you don't really like calm and you wanna kind of calm, I guess you can do that. But it's better to just use your mic for sure. So, yeah, interface. Yeah, this is just like tab, basic stuff. Toggle cursor's the same because it doesn't really matter. Um, Nothing else is different here. Minimap might be different actually. I don't remember what that's defaulted to, but everything else is the same. And then so for my sensitivity, I am currently at 0.39 at 800 DPI, and scope sensitivity is 0.75. This is kind of odd, I think. But that's just what mine is. So yeah. I tweaked these a little bit just because I like my map to be slightly less zoomed so the corners aren't like chopped off because it's so zoomed in. Minimap size is slightly bigger because the minimap's super important to see like where enemies are and stuff. All these are just kind of preference, I feel like. I haven't even looked at those really, but I don't really care about them. So crosshair is this if you guys actually care, but I'm not gonna make this video about a crosshair. I might make a new video talking about crosshairs if you guys want, because it's kind of its own separate thing. But if you guys want a crosshair video, just leave a comment. And yeah, so aim down sights, you can also have different crosshair and sniper, but I'm pretty sure mine's pretty default. So, I'm not sure what else to talk about. Kind of a quick video just showing you guys my my settings and everything. I guess I can show like we don't really need to show graphics settings. I play on low. I will talk about that actually. You probably want to play on low. Just because if you play on low, you're gonna have more frames, and if you have more frames, you're gonna be more in touch with your game. Even if it's like I don't know, if it's from like 200 frames to 300 frames, you're gonna feel like it's gonna feel slightly better. So even though like obviously you don't see that if you even if you have a 144 Hz monitor, that doesn't really matter. It just feels better to play from experience from playing like multiple games that I get very high FPS in. And if you play on high settings, I mean the game does look prettier, but um, I think some of these settings kind of like throw you off a little bit. So yeah, I also have client FPS on. You can turn a lot of stuff on here. Packet loss I have on. I could probably turn on some more of these things to be honest. Um, yeah, you can have like graphs. You don't really want all this for everything because it's gonna take up your screen. And yeah, but you can definitely turn on client FPS if you want. You can even turn like the little graph for it. But yeah, pretty cool that you have that customization. So yeah, I use 1, 2, 3, and then Q to swap between weapons. And yeah, I mean that's like pretty much it. I don't know what else to say about settings. That's all my settings. If you guys have a question about one of the specific settings, I can do that in addition to like crosshair in the near future. But hopefully you guys found this helpful. Nice short little video. Hope you guys have a good day.